Hey guys, if you want to pay us $1, I'll cut you $1.
You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta be quick.
Oh, you gotta be quicker than that, Bobby.
But Dad.
Bobby, you better catch this fucking dollar or else I'll slap you.
But Dad, I'm watching Panty and Stocking.
What is this degenerate show? Bobby, I told you could only watch Naruto, because they got the funny ninjas.
Hank, you know that show isn't good.
Peggy, I told you I'm gonna be the next Hokage.
Yeah, and I told you I'm gonna be queen of the pirates.
Nobody cares about One Piece.
I always told you that One Piece was better.
Hey, it's me, Boomer. I love my Dragon Ball Z. You know, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, my favorite jump.
Boomhauer? Stop. Get some help.
It's me, Dale. Pocket sad.
Dale, no! Ah!
Huh?
Bobby,
That's spoiler territory.
not the sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere.
Dad, I like Avatar. I'm Bobby's real dad.
What?
And he's the one who thinks that Avatar is an anime. Wow.
Avatar is not an anime. It
It's
was
animated.
made.
And I like
Steven
it.
Universe is an anime.
SpongeBob is now an anime.
It's me, your neighbor.
Hey, you know, neighbor, you know.
You don't remember his name.
I can't believe it. I'm going home.
But wait, you're the utmost authority when it comes to anime. You know what anime is.
I'm from Vietnam. I'm pretty sure they're from Vietnam. Let me check.
I don't remember.
Don't.
Hey guys.
Why do you always? Why?
Because it's just always funny to me.
It's
because
not,
you always are like, wait, oh no, don't do this to me.
Joke's on you. I
And
have
that
the
just-
final editing, so I could start it now.
Yeah. Well, let's wait for Pino's
Hey, guys.
microphone.
Yeah, let's
there we go.
wait for Pino to stop having a fucking seizure.
Wait, is it? It's on a different thing.
Pino,
Oh, no.
just because your
It's-
cock's in a different hole doesn't mean you're not fucking.
That's not nice.
Chuck, you should write that down. that was poetic.
You guys bully me.
You need to write it down, frame it, and also tweet it.
You guys are treating me like brief.
No.
Treat you like
never.
what?
Brief.
Like brief.
Somebody draw that.
Hey guys,
Actually, I should draw that.
I'm Garbalax. I'm the one sitting in the bathroom, taking up all the room while everyone else is trying to get in. And then there's
Wait,
Chuck,
where?
who's outside knocking, trying to get in.
Hey.
No.
Hey.
And then there's Pino,
Hey.
who's going to finish what he was saying just a second ago.
I'm not trying to get into this tub. I'm actually trying to leave this room.
Hey.
This is the Funky Anime Podcast.
Why is this door locked?
Oh. Can
Guys,
I'm just gonna keep my eyes
I
closed.
need to use the bathroom.
Why am I in the bathroom?
Let me
know.
introduce
Can I
introduce
open
the
the
show
door?
first.
Are you pulling? Are you pulling while I'm trying to push?
I'm trying
Okay.
to eat.
I'm sorry, audience, because Pino's microphone is really freaking out, and I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that.
Aww.
It's
Can I
okay.
get
It's
in?
okay
I
now.
could restart
It's
my
okay now.
computer.
Hey, could I get in?
It's probably your microphone. It's probably the hardware.
Hey, could I get in?
Yeah, what are you saying?
I thought
You know
I
what?
need to
Just
use- I
come
need to
in
use the
with me.
bathroom. No. That's
You
gross.
just aim between my legs. It's
No!
Will that show up on the recording?
Yes, it absolutely will.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
weird.
introduce us now.
I just did. That was
No,
us.
I just wanted to get into the bathroom.
Oh, okay. All right. So we watched Panty and Stocking. Why did that make you laugh?
No, it's just funny. But we're the three Weebros, by the way. If you don't know.
that's us.
No, we're not.
This is the
We're
Funky
doing
Anime
the Funky
Podcast.
Anime Podcast.
Guys.
Email us at funkyanimetopodcast@gmail.com or contact at funkyanimetopodcast.com.
Also, we got a Patreon.
Yep.
It's kind of new. Not
Yeah.
really at this point. It's like a month
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
But go to it. It's patreon.com/3Weebros. No
Yep,
spaces.
It's pretty
You don't have to
gamer.
go to it.
It's what?
What'd you say, Pino?
You don't have to go to it.
You do
Oh,
have to
man.
go to it. You're allowed. You're legally obligated to go.
You know, don't have to. No, don't
Go to it.
Don't think that's gonna hurt my pride.
It's gonna hurt my Saiyan pride if you don't go to our podcast
Can't
Patreon.
believe this.
But regardless, to talk about the show for once,
Nobody wants to.
I certainly
I
don't.
do.
I don't care.
I don't. So
I'm quitting the podcast.
This is
guys-
the last.
This is
episode-
record time.
This is the last episode of the podcast.
all of them are. So had you guys seen the show? Like,
No.
Was this your first exposure to it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So what's the dealio? What's the story?
I was
Who are you asking
disappointed.
first? No, wait a second. You didn't even talk about your. I didn't even get the answer about the background.
Yeah, because Chuck started saying something first, and I was gonna go to you
Okay,
next.
Chuck, go
Yeah,
first.
shut up, Pino. I love you. I've heard about it from
Leave it.
Garb before, and that's about it. And I knew it was Gynax, and I was like, okay, I guess. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's it.
that's gonna be a recurring theme. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Pino, what about you?
Yeah, I've never seen anything related to this show.
Really?
But I was surfing around the interwebs.
Oh no.
And I actually stumbled across the ending scene, the real ending scene of episode 13 after the credits roll. That's the only thing I was exposed to, and I was thinking that was going to show up eventually in the show, and it did.
At the
To my
very,
surprise,
very
it was at the end. Yeah, and I was like, wow, I guess I did know about this show a
Wow.
long time ago.
Perhaps the
In Mexico.
real show were the friends you made along the way.
Shut. Where's my pistol?
Where's my super suit?
Where is my super suit?
Where is
He-
my
He
stocking?
puts it
Can't
on
believe
just
that
so
was
he can
Samuel
take
L.
it back
Jackson.
off.
Yeah, Samuel
that?
L. Jackson was in this anime.
Was he?
No, he was
No.
Frozone in The Incredibles.
Yeah. He just
Guys.
is incredible.
It was,
Do you know he's like 70 years old?
yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Man.
Sam Jackson aged like gracefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what they say.
but Samuel L. Jackson was actually an Afro Samurai, which is
oh.
which is an anime. So we'll maybe watch that eventually. But anyway, continue.
So, yeah, this is done, as Chuck mentioned before, by Gynax. But I'm sure that he will be quick to tell you that Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt was made after Gurren Lagann, which means that was around the same time that most of the people who worked at Gynax moved over to Studio Trigger, who've done one of my favorites, Kill la Kill, very recently, Darling in the Franxx, so on and so forth.
Yuck.
I haven't seen
Darling in
Darling, but
France.
it's...
It's not. It's a Trigger anime for sure. But like, it's also just.
Oh, you mean you is it trigger people? Is that what you mean?
No, they go into space
Oh.
at the end. That's a
I
Trigger
mean,
anime.
Bro.
Sonic Adventure, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Same difference.
Well, that's cool.
Shoutouts.
But I sure don't care.
Shoutouts to Triple Q.
But yeah, Gynax has done a lot of good stuff. You know, Fully Cooley,
Say this quote
Evangelion,
again.
Gurren Lagann. You know, all the good ones. And then Panty and Stocking, I guess. But you know, they also did. They did all.
That sounds like you don't like it very much.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's just we're just gonna have to
Spoilers.
deal with that. Oh, dude,
We'll
spoilers.
find out after the break.
Welcome back to the podcast.
So we had some.
Closed captioning provided by.
We have some good voice talent in this show.
know you.
Some really good voice
Wait, how
talent.
did you find about the show, Garb? You didn't tell
Yeah,
us.
you-
I don't remember,
experience.
so I just was talk about it.
Excellent. Next.
Next question. Keep moving.
But it had a bunch of voice talent. Chris Sabat was in this.
Well,
who-
you're talking about the English voice talents.
yes, of course.
Which we've all
Which,
watched. I
yes,
assume.
I'll have to look at the Japanese voice acting because I know nothing about it because I've only watched the show dubbed.
I watched a little bit of the Japanese. It wasn't great.
No,
well,
it's-
for a native English speaker, it's not ideal.
It wasn't great.
There's-
I couldn't understand anything.
There's a
Yeah.
reason it's called localization.
Get all those Japanese lenses off of me.
God, fucking
They're
Bobobo.
entering my ears.
Fucking Bobobo had the best dub. God, this is close because it has talented people such as Chris Sabat, you know, who's a big guy over at Funimation. You know him as Vegeta, Piccolo, Yamcha, so on and
But
so
what about
forth.
Vegeta?
Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
And let's see.
Vegeta.
And then we've got Monica Ryle. I don't know how to pronounce that. Who also has worked on
You
Dragon
just
Ball.
pronounced it.
You did it great.
Oh, okay, cool. I got lucky. And then there's Jamie Marchi, who that's the same name as my cat, and
Meow.
also at Funimation. So, you know, I wonder who produced this dub. Perhaps it was
Yeah.
Funimation. Can't say
Maybe.
for sure,
I don't know.
but
You forget that Joel McDonald was also in
yeah,
this
Ian Sinclair.
in this anime. What? He
Yep.
was?
Ian Sinclair was Chuck.
I didn't hear his voice.
Chuck!
What? He was.
Guys, if we ever get an anime, I want Ian Sinclair to be my Japanese voice actor.
Is your Japanese voice actor?
Yes.
Who voices you in English?
Me.
Ah, of course.
It's a pretty stupid question, honestly.
I can't believe you guys missed the fact that I mentioned Joel McDonald.
I know.
Because he was.
I hate to tell
he
you.
was Jacuzzi.
We missed it because your mic was freaking out and it was impossible to understand you. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thanks for breaking my immersion.
what did
I can't
you
wait
say?
to give my thoughts on the episode, and it only sounding like.
There's nothing I can
Dude,
do
I
about
love
it.
scat.
I'm gonna type it
The
out.
only way we can get Pino a new microphone to fix that problem is to
If you
join
send
our
us your
Patreon.
credit card information.
The three
Please.
digits on the back of your card.
Please join our Patreon so we can
Yeah,
get Pino
so we can
a
actually
better
get
microphone.
Pino a new mic, and then we can also get to pay for the podcast. So it's not.
Yeah, we get a room.
Yeah.
We get a recording studio.
Yeah.
We all drive up to Michigan.
To
To
Michigan,
Michigan,
all
of
of
course.
us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And
Every week.
it was snowing this time around, so it wasn't too hot.
Well,
I
it is
got
kind of
arrested.
cold. Why'd you get arrested again?
I was jaywalking.
You know you're not supposed to do that. Those Michigan cops will really get you on those.
I can't spell.
Well, that doesn't mean anything if you're walking
Yeah.
across the
Well, he
street
can't read the
with no-
signs.
He doesn't need to read. There's lines on the ground.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah,
pictures.
I can't
and
read
words.
lines.
He can't read lines.
No one tells me my script anymore.
Sorry, I didn't send you the script for this episode.
I'm not upset.
Are you upset?
I'm upset.
Okay.
Guys, Chuck,
Huh?
how did you like the background?
You smooth trans.
Those are real like nice, like, no one could tell what you were trying to go for. They were okay. Like,
you
I
think?
like the stylized approach of the show. Like, it's more akin to late 90s cartoons, I'd say. Like, closer to Dexter's Laboratory or Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that in a
To a point.
non-meme way, I wanted to bring up that the backgrounds reminded me specifically of Powerpuff Girls.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, because it's a lot of the thicker lines, more angular sort of buildings, along with just the overall animation style. I can see that they were kind of going for that, kind of to parody those sorts of shows to
Just
a
make it
point
adult.
where it's like,
It's like Conker's Bad Fur
yeah,
Day. This is the Conker's Bad Fur Day of anime.
But the difference is that Conkers is actually a good game.
The city of Datenville.
The city of
there's the mayor. Hello, Miss Sarabella.
Hello,
great
Mayor.
and mighty Corset.
That's hilarious because there was a mighty poop in the first episode.
Wow! What?
It's literally...
Yeah, the
that's
first
right.
episode was a poop man.
I was thinking about the first episode of the podcast, and I'm like, I can't remember that far back.
It is.
That was JoJo.
No, I know. I'm like,
Ding, ding,
JoJo.
Oh, well, Dio was a poop man. He was a poopy man.
Wait a second.
He was a real stinker.
He smells bad.
He tried to poison my dad.
Yeah, but the animation, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I know they were going for that sort of stuff, but also I'm like, I've seen Gainax do a billion better things than this, and I feel like if just given a couple more frames of animation here or there, it can really help. I get that they're going for the style, the kind of cheaper, but that doesn't mean that they should
not put
legitimately
look at
not put it. Like I'm not saying that they didn't put effort into it.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people that put a lot of time and love into this, and there are like some portions where I can see that there was a lot of effort. But also, just fucking add a couple more frames of animation every once in a while. Just like, please,
something.
Just give me, just give me a give me a smear frame. Just give me one smear frame.
Give me a level of Pocahontas in my anime.
So something I want to bring up is...
Wait, I didn't even give my thoughts.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to stop Chuck because I was gonna... Say it, Pino. Go ahead.
I don't remember anymore.
I was letting you go ahead because I had also forgotten.
Okay, I'll go then. All right. Contrary to what my wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Contrary to what my constituent on my left said, I actually, at the start, I didn't like the whole heavy kind of cartoonish look, but after a while, it started growing on me a lot, and I was like, yeah, look at those square hands.
Well, I'm not saying that I don't like the style. I'm just saying that if they added a little bit more animation every once in a while, it would really benefit to the show.
Where
they
could use the animation in Nichijou to add to the joke. Part of what makes it funny is that it's so well executed. Yeah, exactly.
Is Joe?
But continue. That was all I had to say.
Well,
hold on, I'm not finished yet.
We're conversing. To your response.
We're conversing.
Oh, okay, sure.
I was when I'm talking about animation, I right now I'm actually looking at a segment of Dexter's Laboratory, and there's still
where their feet just move.
But
Dexter's feet just move on the ground, sliding.
The thing is with Dexter's Laboratory, there's still enough animation to still give a lot of weight to a lot of the movements. With Panty and Stocking, it's very much a pose to pose kind of composition. No in between.
Yeah. So JoJo.
No, not that.
There's a lot of posing in JoJo.
Not that kind of posing. I mean animation posing. Okay, well.
Checkmate.
Well, I guys, no one does. But yeah, I don't. It's
Pepperidge Farm. Remember?
They just need just a little bit more animation to give that full feel. But whatever. It's a gripe.
Yeah.
But it's a gripe.
I think it's a valid. It's a valid complaint.
A good amount.
What were you saying, Pen?
Yeah. I think they had a good amount. Like again, they're going for that style, so I didn't expect to go into this being like, give me those legs. Give me those gunshots. Give me everything. I was like, okay, I'm basically just watching a show on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim.
But the thing is, there's shows with better animation that can still give.
Certainly.
I feel that I'm not saying once again that the style is bad, but I feel like there still needs to be a level of competency, especially put forward by Gainax, one of the industry's most historic production companies.
I thought you were gonna say most Hispanic.
No, they're not. They're Japanese.
Sorry, it just sounded like you were going to say the most Hispanic, and I was like, wait a minute.
No, but it's one of the most historic that they can do so much with animation. Like we've seen it, we saw it a couple weeks ago with not a couple episodes ago with Gurren Lagann, and they can do a whole lot with it. And I just feel like they didn't use all the resources that were probably open to them to get this show out. And I don't know. I'm just.
What do you mean? They used a lot more resources. They had that exploding bit with every villain. They had practical things.
I will say that I do love when they change styles. That I'm always a sucker for that. For like having the explosion bits for each monster / garter belt. Spoilers, very good. The South Park one was a little bit weird, but I still liked it.
I was dying.
It was pretty good. The Neo Tokyo animation with the old man, I really enjoyed that. And I think those are the only three that really stand out to me.
Yeah.
But they were good regardless. I do especially with the Tokyo one where it's very much seems to be a self-contained like bit for most of it, and you can see a lot of the Gainax touch with that, especially with some of the angles and the shapes that they do. It's very good, but and
the characters are overall, almost they're kind of ugly intentionally, to make you sympathize with them a little more. And
at least they don't look like chipmunks.
Is very very good.
Kaneda!
Tetsuo!
My teeth, they're falling out.
Wow.
I'm squishing her.
I'm squishing. I feel her life.
But anything else to talk about there? In the presentation?
There was one episode in particular that was actually real smooth, even though they had that weird kind of like it had the cartoonish aspect to it. I don't remember what I think it was the one that where they were. I think it was the one where they were in the room, or prior to the one where they were just like that one room.
When they were into the room, there was some pretty good animation. Like it
felt smooth.
Well, because they didn't have to really
focus on anything else.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't have to focus on whatchamacallit. They didn't have to focus a lot on...
That was the great noise.
Yeah, thank you. Use that for your soundboards, but they didn't have to focus on backgrounds and moving shots and everything like that, so they could very much focus just on the characters and their interactions, so there was...
Right.
I did actually really like that episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, there was some sprinkles of very high quality in there, but that's just kind of the topping. It's not the main course,
I expect a little bit more than sprinkles when it comes to animation.
Yeah, especially from Gainax, who, whenever you've got that reputation, you
gotta uphold it. Like it's a curse, really, to have that that level of respect from the community, and you better not screw it up.
Yeah, I don't know any company that does that. Toei.
Well, Toei was never good.
Yeah.
The movies are good.
Of course, the movies are good.
There's a reason why they're the richest animation company out there.
They're like the Illumination for anime.
Yeah.
Like the Illumination thing, because they just make it cheap and appeal to a wide audience.
And they sure keep trucking, don't they?
And they sure keep making movies about pets.
Secret Life of Pets, yeah.
To sponsor us, Illumination, please.
I can be the Hispanic, what's his name? Kevin Hart.
He's not even Hispanic.
I said I can be the Hispanic Kevin Hart.
I thought you said I could be Hispanic Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I could be the.
Okay, I see. Anyway, we can continue.
All right.
Sorry for going on a tangent.
Can't believe you made fun of me.
Pino, I'm going to make fun of you for being a banana.
A banana?
Oh no, I'm falling.
Oh, I'm going to slip on you.
I have no limbs to carry myself. You haven't even been eaten yet.
This is a bad episode.
So how about that OP?
What OP?
Yeah, I agree.
I enjoyed it.
It did not impress me. I'm not a fan of the song. I thought it was weak, presentation-wise. But Chuck, please give us your full, unfiltered analysis.
So
give us that documentary.
Yeah, guys, if you want to have a series of just me talking about OPs, join our Patreon. But I feel that the Panty and Stocking opening actually plays off the show very well, and it has a lot of moving parts. That it's a very visually dense opening. That it keeps throwing things at you. Yeah,
It's very stylish.
Yes, it's very stylized. There might not be as many things moving all at once, but it still has the flavor of Panty and Stocking. It's the show distilled into this opening, and yeah, you know, there's only a little bit of animation here and there, but I still very enjoy it because it's the show. It encapsulates what this show is, and in a short 30 seconds. Once again, playing off the like Western animation kind of style, because openings over here, theme songs are only 30 seconds. So I'm very glad that if they kept this up for like a minute and a half, like most anime openings,
it would have gotten.
I would have docked it for sure. But because it's this short, I think it has its merits, and those outshine its flaws.
All right,
like, yeah,
that is a very you've changed my mind.
Yeah,
that's a lot of words I didn't understand, but I agree.
There's just like enough there that it gives you what you need to know about the show, while still being very short, and that's great for what the show is trying to do. So,
which is that is just good as an opening.
Yes, good as an opening, and I like the song. I don't know why you're not a huge fan.
I'm not crazy about it. It's just
I can
them
understand.
shouting the same thing the whole time.
Well, that was Bobobo too for half the song.
Yeah, but Bobobo just Bobobo.
Guys, when
I
are
love
we gonna watch
Bobobo,
more
man.
Bobobo?
Dude,
Welcome to the Bocast.
guys, we can never buy Jump Force because it didn't have Bobobo in it.
I can never buy Jump Force because it's a bad game. Bandai Namco, if you want to sponsor us, it's a good game.
Bandai Namco, if you want to sponsor us, it's still not a good game.
Yikes, Chief. Smash is a good game, though.
I'm sorry.
You made that.
Yeah,
And
because
Fighters.
Sakurai
Dragon
actually
Ball
knows how to
Fighters.
direct a team.
Fighters was good, too. I love Fighters. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go. The ED.
No one asked me.
ED.
Pino, how do you like the opening?
Pino, you just gotta jump in. You gotta assert yourself
Pino,
in.
you-
Wait, you mean I gotta jump right?
You just gotta
in?
go.
All right, let's jump right into it. I agree.
Yeah.
It was short. It was like 30 seconds about.
Yeah,
Just
it's
saying
30
Panty
seconds
and
flat.
Stocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with most of what you said. There was a couple times I skipped it. It wasn't
I skipped
you know,
it.
catchy. It's not like I'm gonna
Oh,
tap
yeah.
my foot to it, but it was was
I skipped it
And
about half
yeah.
the time.
It told me, hey, it's time to put your phone down and pay attention.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the song. I don't know why. I think it's because it's so short that it didn't get old for me.
It kind of reminds me. You guys remember there was this Cartoon Network show called it was like Hi Hi Puffy on
Yes!
Me.
Hi Puffy
Yeah.
Amiyumi! Yo!
It kind of
never heard of
reminded
it.
me of that. So that show was about like two Japanese pop stars at the time,
Yeah.
I think,
Okay.
who got so big they got a cartoon show and
Yeah.
brought it over here.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
That's about it.
Yeah, and it's-
everybody lewds them up.
And yeah,
Interesting.
Man, I haven't thought about Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
See, this is what you get with the old Pino.
Well, like me too, though. Like, God, man, that's actually a really fun opening. I like that too. But
Yeah, we'll watch that anime eventually.
I guess technically,
Are
I don't
we,
know.
Just because they're Japanese, that's racist.
okay,
are we ready to move on to the ED?
no.
No.
No? Well, then continue.
Hi Puffy
Yes.
Amiyumi is an animated show. Okay, you can continue. Sorry.
All right, so
Hi,
the ED.
Puffy Hummy is an animated show.
It was pretty good. I like the song a whole lot. It's I love it.
Oh, the ending's very catchy. I like
Mm-hmm.
it. It was relaxing. You know?
You know, it was just I can't explain it. I don't know what it is, but the instrumentation is just a little weird, and
Yeah.
it just makes me so happy. I love that song.
Yeah,
And I liked the little funny pictures at the
Yeah.
end.
Dude,
I'm-
it reminds
it was
me of
very cutesy.
a frog in a car
dude, he's driving. He's got to go to work.
with the
Gotta
wind
get
going
together.
through
You
his hair.
Yeah.
Do you want to save?
Yeah. Hey, you want to say? No, I liked it. It's not in your face like a lot of endings, which I like. very like, especially after a craziness of an episode, you're like, yeah, I could just chill out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen to these characters nod their heads back and forth, and like it's again, I can say that this ending has enough animation that I will give it a pass. It's not it's not
That's
not
fair.
a fully animated ending, but it still has like some characterization to it. That's one of the main things that I look for is to show these characters just like in the spirit of the show
Yeah.
in the ending, and I feel like that Gynex did this one pretty well.
I agree. That's
And the song's pretty
agree.
good.
Yeah.
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 I like
the cast.
I like where they tip their
Yeah.
halos at the end.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole theming of the angel thing and the demons and the ghosts. It's all
I'm a
very
ghost.
fun. You know,
I'm a spirit.
they
I'm a
established
Harlem Globetrotter.
they established quite a bit of a world.
Oh, you don't believe me?
I'm a general.
All I think of
I'm a jelly.
I'm a jelly jingler. Sorry,
You can continue.
Sorry.
I was just saying that I just like the setting and how they started to establish a bit of a world. There were rules for certain things, like the ghosts get blown up, but there's certain, the undead don't because they're different. They set some stuff up, and if it would have ever been continued,
But
then
then
maybe they
Gynex
coulda-
was bad.
yeah, but Gynax was bad. Maybe it just didn't do well enough. I don't actually
Probably
know.
not. To be fair.
But
From
Like-
what I was reading around the interwebs myself, they said at launch it didn't do too well, but it got very popular once it was dubbed.
Yeah.
So,
well, I
okay.
can
there's,
see. I can see how that works.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Time
Wahoo!
to watch anime.
It's me, Luigi.
Yahoo. Luigi.
Mario. It's the Mushroom Kingdom.
Go high.
I.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know. Panty and Stocking is a weird thing, especially when you think about Gynax as a company.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not traditional.
well, like the thing is, whatchamacallit, the director for this anime, Hiroyuki. Hiroyuki
You're good there. Sound it out.
Imaishi. He.
Bless you.
He was his directing, first time he directed anything was actually Gurren Lagann. So,
okay.
and then afterwards he did Panty and Stocking. But actually, I lied to you. Panty and Stocking happened right before Studio Trigger was made. It
you
was one of the
lied.
last anime before
The merger.
can't believe
before
you.
the split. I know I lied to you, but
Okay.
I
But
can't
he was-
believe.
but he
I
was
come
actually-
here for the information. I can't believe you.
The Funky
but-
Informational Podcast. FIP.
The FIP.
Imaishi, he actually was one of the people who branched off, and he actually directed Kill la Kill. So
No wonder
He's,
I like
Must have
this
learned
show.
a thing or two.
Huh?
he's very important,
Mm-hmm.
and he was
Delicious.
also a key animator in
A pianomator.
a key animator in Evangelion and Fully Cooley. So
Oh, so he's
he's
bit
done
of
a
a
lot.
veteran.
He's important. And he did Space Patrol.
Lulico?
Yeah, I love that.
Well,
That's a real good one.
not-
We're gonna watch that.
Not everything you make is gonna be your magnum opus.
Well,
You know?
yeah, I'm not saying that, but out of he did it. He helped with Inferno Cop too. I love Inferno Cop. It's really stupid.
All right.
Anyway, we can continue. Sorry.
Sorry, I had Windows decided, oh, you haven't touched your mouse in a while, despite Audacity being open, and I had to timestamp some stuff. But
Guys, Windows, please don't sponsor. Sponsor us.
Guys-
Windows. Hey, Bill Gates,
Swift here.
Bill Clinton sponsor our podcast.
Bill,
I'll play your opening.
can you explain why specifically you chose Bill Clinton? just then?
Well, because
What?
so I was,
No, let me counter.
Okay, go
Why
for it.
not? Why not? Ask the best U.S. president to come in to a recording session. Just play that funky music, white. Play it.
Do you think we could get Bill Clinton to play a saxophone for us? Can I add Bill Clinton playing saxophone to season 3's opening?
Find him on LinkedIn.
Can I find him on LinkedIn?
Find him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
You never
I
know.
remember this kid, I think.
Got him.
Just gotta give him a little
What
like.
the fuck's an anime?
Yeah, I'm man, they watched Bobobo. That's my favorite. I love it.
I like Dom Pat.
I like.
I kind of want to eat some jelly. Something looks like poop.
Hey, Hillary,
Get over
we got
here.
any Jello left?
I'm trying to run for president. Bill, leave me alone.
Shut up, bitch.
What did you say to me, Bill? Nothing, sweetie.
By the way, can't.
If this is your first time on the Funky Anime Podcast, I hope you're having a great old time.
That made me lightheaded. That was good. Wow, we just peaked, guys.
Yeah, this is the top bit of season 2 thus far.
It's all down here from here.
Right, it's all down here from Hill.
It's King of the Hill.
What?
New.
Okay, let's continue. I've forgotten what we were talking about.
I forget all these.
We were actually between transitioning.
Oh, congratulations.
Into congratulations for what?
Transition.
Transition.
It's a big.
To
I know.
the
It's
next
a big.
segment.
It's a big step in your life. So, what you? No, you can continue. Sorry, that would have been.
Can you
insensitive.
keep stalling?
No,
Because I'm trying to.
we are doing plot now. Do plot.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying
Do
to.
plot.
What do you?
Stall.
Okay,
Do the
I got
do
it.
the plot.
So you're
You can start
stalling.
it.
Do
Story. I got it.
Do the
Okay.
plot,
okay.
funny boy.
So the
I'm ready.
plot. I'll start with the plot. Just
Okay,
give you a
Pino.
little
Yeah,
jump
go
start.
for it.
We can bounce off each other.
Listen up, maggots. I'm gonna tell you the story of Panty and Stocking.
Thank you, Chris the bot.
That's not.
Oh, I was letting you continue.
Oh yeah, it's about two angels that were kicked out of the heavenly realm known as God's land.
Can
Actually,
you do it in your garter belt voice?
No, I cannot. Okay, fine. These hoes were kicked out of heaven, and now they gotta make a bunch of coin in order to get back up there. You heard?
That's the word.
That's about it. I don't know what else to say.
That's pretty much it. They were kicked out of heaven, and garter belt's hanging around. Garter belt's been around since about the
Dawn of
beginning of
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
the world took a little hard
They
reset.
really like built him up.
I love that episode of Garterbelt's backstory. It's so good.
That
my
I'm
that was
glad.
probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
sign
my
your-
favorite,
I'll sign
absolutely.
sign your autograph book.
Please.
Yeah.
Mr.
It was really
Garterbelt,
good.
if
The
you can
part
write
where-
it to Chuck, I'd love it.
How come I have this sudden urge to punch you?
No, please. I'm not that Chuck.
That's
I like-
okay.
I like that he was dressed up as Jimi Hendrix. Oh, there's all
Oh,
sorts
yeah.
of pop culture
Yes.
references.
Oh, I love that.
There's so many. There's gorillas. I saw at one point.
Yes, that was
the-
that was my
Indiana Jones.
okay. Straight up, that the music video episode, legit my favorite. That was so
was
good.
so good.
It was so visually
So good.
interesting. Great music. Had a lot of good theming in it. Like, it was great. It was so good. I love it.
It was so very like it's exactly what it is, and that's the Japanese animators doing something based on the American style and kind of parodying it, but kind of also doing it better.
Yes, but like the
You know?
yeah, the music video is so wonderful.
And if this all kind of sounds like a big jumble when we jump from music video to
Because it
story
is.
of Garter Belt, it's because basically each
doesn't
episode
matter.
is a 15-minute segment, and so every segment is just an individual story, which sometimes has little callbacks in other episodes, which is nice. So it's
The
like
only-
it's like your classic cartoon shows like Dexter and like Fairly Odd Parents, where it's like, oh boy,
yeah.
my attention span is only 15 minutes long.
I'm gonna bring back the sprinkling metaphor again.
Oh boy.
Because
Are you a squid?
they sprinkle in new characters
I'm not a
here
kid.
and there. They introduce the little ginger boy whose name Brief.
Yeah. Funny because it's underwear
yeah.
themed just like everything else.
They bring in Scanty and Knee Socks.
That was
Eventually,
good.
they hint at the mayor, who's voiced by Frieza.
Yeah,
modern
Frieza
that
himself
is.
made sure to make an appearance.
It's perfect. He does the Frieza voice is exactly what the mayor should sound like. It's so good. And it once
Too bad
again.
it's not the Japanese laugh. Oh, it's Son Goku.
Son Panty, son.
Panty stocking, son panty.
But yeah, eventually everything kind of they bring all the characters that they've brought on together for one big finale, and then what happens at the very end? I know Stocking gets away. Does she kill Panty? I don't remember.
I don't know. She dices her up, but before that, Brief fucks the planet, and then
It's pretty funny.
Then Panty and Panty and Stockings
Yeah.
fight, and then a real ass person just steps on them, and then that's it. Just a
I
real
love
human
this show.
being. It's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Well, not kinda. It is.
That's why I like it. Because listen. This is
Okay.
what I
Lucky
said
for
before.
you, that's what I like.
Not every single thing you put out is going to be your magnum opus.
I'm not
you
saying
know?
that it is.
just-
I just expect a little bit more. Just a
I get
touch.
it.
I
It's still the goal of media is to be entertaining, and gosh darn it, this was entertaining.
gosh darn it, only like 2/3 of it was no 1/3 of it was entertaining, and that was the last third.
Honestly, the last third is
It's
the best part,
absolutely, because it's
without a doubt.
because I feel like at that point they did like they already checked off all the boxes that they needed to do, and they were like, you know what, we can just go buck wild with it, and they did, and that was the best parts because they did all the experimental stuff, like Garterbelt's backstory. They did the music video. They did a little Chuck time. It was all just a lot of extra stuff that like didn't really deal with the story as much, and I think that's good.
Yeah, but it was nice whenever they did build it up in the end and had a finale, a proper
Yeah.
finale.
That's one thing that I can say Gynax, and I guess this producer as well, knows how to do better than anything is endings. And like finishing
Yeah.
off an anime series.
Yep.
Because you can have the big spectacle, big fights, and you can tell during the last fight that like this is a Gynax produced thing. And like I'm not once again not asking for everything to be like that, just like a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
See, I'm trying to just manipulate you into thinking that the show was better than you thought initially.
Well,
So-
yes, because I enjoy doing this because I get to talk about this
Yeah.
anime and
I like
have a
picking it apart.
conversation about it. You know, it's like I want to know more and I want
Guys,
to
we're just-
opinions.
We're just the red letter media of anime.
We're really
we're
that's
not.
that's a
We're
real
not.
big claim, Chief. I don't know about that one
Yeah, no, that was definitely me making fun of us
because we're real bad. Hey,
because
Pino,
we
how
are
do you
absolutely not that. Yeah, Pino.
feel? Are you dead?
Pino, I
What
love
were we
you.
talking about?
Pino, are you playing One Piece again?
No, I got my quota.
Pino,
Pino.
Yeah.
were you
No,
playing Love Live?
I logged in to
Oh
collect
shit!
my
I forgot to log in.
You are Hanamaru.
I need to log in.
Hanamura.
I think I forgot to do it yesterday.
That's fine.
Wow.
I'm gonna cry.
And now I'm listening, but I didn't understand.
He didn't understand. Well, we are just saying that the last third was good, and it was experimental, and that was good.
Yeah.
Of the series?
Yes,
What do you
Yeah.
mean? I enjoyed everything though.
Yeah.
but I didn't.
I think
can't
the
believe
last third
your
was-
opinion doesn't matter.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Guys, I can't believe I can't.
And it
believe
has to be my
is bad.
opinion.
All of them are bad, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's like smelling someone else's butthole.
Wait a.
Hey, everyone else's stinks, you know?
Mine stinks too.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
That's the point of opinions.
Wha-
Is that everyone thinks everyone else's smells.
Some people like that smell, and some people don't.
Yeah,
You know?
especially dogs.
Wait, Pino, do you like smelling shit?
No, I just have a real sensitive nose, and that kind of kills me every day of my
It
life.
kills
Yeah.
you.
Me too.
Yeah,
Are
I
you-
can smell things that you couldn't possibly.
I have
imagine.
to, sometimes when I go into the bathroom, I have to put my shirt over my nose. Otherwise, I feel like I'm going to puke.
So there's a difference. I can smell a lot of things, so my tolerance to such things is strange.
It's heightened. Because
Yeah,
of
I'm just
that
like
smell.
that smells bad. I'm just gonna move away. no gag from me. I'm just like, yeah, it's not good.
That's a smell, all right.
That's a no from me, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm a
Can I-
billionaire.
Can I tell a story real
No.
quick?
Sure.
It's smell related.
No.
So
no.
there's certain people where I work where it's not even that they have a bad smell, but they have some sort of smell, and you can smell out where they've been.
Ah, yeah,
Does that
so the
happen to
lingering
you?
thing.
Yeah.
I know of the theory you talk about. Yes.
I'm making sure I'm not crazy. I'm
No.
seeing what,
So, for
what
example,
your
Oh, yeah.
input is.
So, for example, if I lived inside that church that Panty and Stocking lived in, I would most likely smell Panty's room from a mile away. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I
Good
would know
job
where she
bringing it
went.
back on topic, Pino. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you for breaking the immersion and just that was the joke, but it was also the reason we came back. Thank you. Come again.
Guys, so we should go on about the characters. So
Yeah.
there's not a
Yeah,
whole
sure.
lot, but you keep it
Let's
brief.
start.
You know what they
Let's
say.
jump right into it.
Let's just jump right into
Let's
it.
talk. I mean, now that you said brief, let's talk about brief.
Yeah. So he doesn't matter. Now there's Panty, except in the very, very grand finale. But the whole joke in the first part is that Panty doesn't ever recognize him, even though she does. It's very good. He's a little ginger boy,
recognizes it.
and he thinks that Ghostbusters is real, and it turns out it is.
Yeah, but when there's something strange happening in your town,
Who you gonna
what you
call?
gonna do?
Panty and Stocking.
See, I try to keep it rhyming, but that was cool too.
Yeah, no, I don't have the brain capability to
I don't
think up
either.
rhymes on.
It just flows. I'm a rapper.
Wow, man,
Yeah,
Pino, you're my
a candy
idol.
rapper.
Candy rapper. So we have Panty. She's cool. Everyone likes her.
Does Chuck
She's
like her?
blonde. She's horny. Aren't we all?
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have any input, Chuck?
No.
No?
She's fine. She's a
She's
character.
fine. She is a character.
She exists. She's a. it's
She's got a good
she's
voice actress.
Yes, all the voice actors and voice actresses are very good in English. The sub also good voice actors, just not my cup of tea. That's like looking at like some of their accolades
second.
and whatnot. Some of those voice actors have a pretty long running career in voice acting, and they're all very good on their own right.
Typically,
Wait a
when you
second.
look up the voice actors for the sub, they're all veterans most of the time,
I'm
with the
a
exception
veteran.
of like Kimono Friends
Wait
too.
a s-
But
wait.
Do
What's
you-
it, Pino?
Is this another dub we all like?
Yeah, this is a very, very well done one.
Dear,
Almost
dear
Bobobo
Funimation,
level.
if you want me to dub a character, just let me know.
Yeah, me too. Thanks.
No,
Don't ask me.
Pino's Hispanic. They don't want.
Oh, they're located in Texas. I remember.
Oh, that's that's why they're building the wall.
Oh man, we're building a wall,
It's ironically.
and the otakus are
gonna-
gonna pay.
Yeah. Oh, never. Oh, that was a better joke than mine. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
At least you were honest. And then we have Stocking, who's her sister, who's also kicked from heaven. She's a little. They call her Goth Lolly at one point, which I found
Yeah.
very funny.
Well, that's the style.
Yeah, and she's
Gothic
got
Lolita.
Goliath. I can't believe it.
She's-
It was there in front of us this whole time.
she's got a little kitten that reminds me of something that would come out of the Castlevania show. And then we have Garter Belt, who is probably the best character.
The best character, absolutely. He's the most expressive.
He's the only one that
and-
you really see develop.
He's the only one that you care about.
Yeah.
He's still kind of creepy though.
Yeah, although
He's still really
that's
he's
kind
still
of
creepy.
part of what makes it good.
Every character is creepy in this show.
Yeah, they kind of
Yeah.
all. They're. I
Yeah.
think there's every single one of them have committed some pedophilic act.
Yes.
So-
well, not,
Yes.
or like some lewd act that's kind of risky.
Yeah, that's not legal.
I wouldn't say pedophilic. I just say lewd.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is the little boy now? How old is Brief?
I'm not going to look it up. I would rather be ignorant and never know.
Let's ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what they say? Ignorance is bliss.
Yep, that's exactly
And you know
what they say.
They don't. You know what they say?
Yo. That's what they say. Anyway, just below Garter Belt on the list of the best characters is Chuck, who you might also
Hey.
know from the Funky Anime podcast.
That's me.
I can't believe that he was in the thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Humble beginnings.
Wait.
beginnings for us all.
I'm gonna take a pause here real quick. I was looking up Brief online,
Uh-huh.
and under trivia says his appearance is likely based on Lee Kanker, the eldest of the Kanker sisters from Ed, Ed and Eddie.
What the fuck?
Citation needed.
Citation.
God, if that's the case, good
Can
lord.
that just be the subtitle of the podcast? Is citation
Can that just be
needed?
Can we?
Can you put that on the business card?
Put Lee
Yes, that's
Kanker's
gonna,
head.
guys. I'm gonna be at SmashCon 2019 handing out business
I'm
cards.
gonna be there too.
No, I'm gonna stick you in my trunk and lock it.
Oh no. I don't have anything else to say. You're bigger than me, so just you have the ability to do that. So all I can really say is, oh no.
Oh no. Yeah.
Can he touch his toes? I don't think so. I can just walk right through him.
Wait, walk right through what?
Through the London Bridge.
The London through
London
the
Bridge.
London Bridge? It's coming.
you're-
It's falling down though. That's
yeah,
not safe.
exactly. But I'm a Saiyan, and I can punch that
You're
with
saying.
one punch.
Or your
One
Saitama.
So
Ah, dude, One Punch Man getting its second season this year. Ooh, I'm
Dude,
excited.
Who's
Anyway,
the
continue.
other production company that's doing it? It's no longer wasn't it being done by David Productions?
No, it wasn't
No,
being done by
no.
David.
Who's it
no.
done
It
by?
was Bones before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was
Bones.
Bones.
And now it's like A1.
I think so, from what I remember.
Studio.
Guys, don't worry,
Yeah.
I'm using the internet.
You see, the way that I have to sit to get good audio, it makes it really hard to Google things. So I can't just Google it on a whim.
And then you have Knee Sock and Scanty.
It's JC Staff.
JC Staff. There we
Who
go. I
did
know there was a
Toradora
dash in between.
And the
They
Maid
did-
one.
They did
Golden Time.
Yeah.
Prison School.
I'm gonna have to put this mic a little low. Everybody's watching the Oscars. Shout outs to the Oscars
Guys.
dating this video.
Guys, someone's dating me.
Yeah.
This video.
Wow.
Oh.
It dated me.
Bap.
Thank you, everyone. That's the peak of comedy. If you want better, you won't get it here.
But Knee Sock and Scanty, they are the pole. They're basically just Panty and Stocking, but
Hey, Pino.
and
Yeah.
they're red.
Even we did tell you a secret.
Sure.
The Rule 34 for Scanty and knee socks is much better than the ones for Panty
Why
and
are you
Stocking.
informing me of such sin?
Wait a second. We need to slow down here. for
That's
2
that's
seconds.
all I was gonna
Alright.
comment on.
This is. Hi, I'm Pino. You're probably wondering why I'm up in this situation right now. Well, it all started when I said yes to join a podcast.
Well,
That's a
also,
record
outro.
scratch.
that was a good record scratch.
Also a Scooby-Doo noise.
Raggy.
Raggy.
I wrote Randy and Rocky.
Raggy, let's get some screwy snack.
Like I can. I gotta finish this podcast.
Raggy,
zoinks.
fuck the podcast.
Oh, but I want to talk about the characters, Scoop.
Raggy, no one listens.
And I'm Scrappy.
God, get out of here, Scrappy.
Scrappy, get the fuck out. But also, Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Sorry, it took me a second. But Nisox and Scanty also have a pet that's like Chuck, but it's Fastener, and they both are zippers.
And at one point...
Are you telling me all their names are based on garments that are worn by females and or males?
Wow. There's even Fastener, who is... That's the name of...
Michael Fassbender?
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Michael Fassner.
You know.
There's also Corset.
Yep, that's the mayor. I just know him as the mayor.
I'm the mayor.
Uh-huh. I thought you were Chuck.
No.
And wait, we're all forgetting the most important character.
Yeah?
A Mr. Tom Cruise.
Mr. Tom Cruise with 2 O's.
Oh, I didn't know there were 2 O's. That makes it even funnier.
Well, yeah, it's so copyright can't smite them.
Can't do that, yeah.
And also, it obviously isn't Tom Cruise because...
He doesn't have a tooth in the middle of his mouth?
He doesn't have the middle tooth, yeah.
I'm glad we were both going to bring that up.
God, I fucking hate...
He's a good actor. He's a good actor,
yeah.
Even though he's a fucking nut.
Well,
he's a nut. I'm a nut.
He's also
She's
the
a nut.
United Kingdom
We're
and
nuts.
Hetalia. Man, Hetalia's an anime, all right. Anyway, continue.
But let's see. There's
how you said "but."
Yeah.
That's and just like the humor you find here on the Funky Anime Podcast is the same kind of humor you're gonna find on the Panty and Stocking animation.
Yeah.
Except for it'll have better audio quality because Pino went like this.
Chuck, 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 chuck. That's me right now. That just
no,
just
that's
you know
me
what?
right now.
If all my audio is trash, just replace me with just me saying chuck, 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 chuck. There you go. Now you got some bits.
Thank you, Pino.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right.
Very
so
cool.
We don't have any other segments. This is the end now.
This is the last segment of the Funky Anime
I can't
Podcast.
Guys, I can't believe
that this is the end.
This is the last bit.
Wake me up when the podcast ends.
Hey, Pino, get up. The podcast ended.
What are you still doing?
Where do you go home? Welcome to the 34th edition of Who's the Best Girl, the part of the podcast where each contestant puts forward their choice of Best Girl for the episode and duke it out for the title of Best Girl. Today, our contestants, once again, are Pino, Garb, and myself with a special submission from the Patreon. So who are you each advocating for, fam?
Pino, go first.
Chuck, you go first. Wait, is this... Okay, fine. I hope I don't step on anybody's toes.
Don't worry.
Square toes. No, nobody's square toes right now, right?
I know who Chuck picked. You'll be fine.
All right.
Just go for it, Stinko.
The decision was very hard, and I'm going to make the
song's
song run
playing.
out.
Damn it.
I
Go!
pick Panty.
Okay, I pick... so, can I announce the Patreon pick real quick?
Pick your...
Patreon pick was actually Nisock, I believe.
It was
Yeah, it
Nisox,
was
yes,
Nisox.
because I was going to pick the other. I was going to pick Scanty.
You're Muscanty?
So that's a 2-in-1 deal. You can fight for both of them. They're basically the same character.
Yeah,
and I
they are.
pick Garterbelt because he's a man.
And he's a very funny man.
He makes me go hee hee.
Yeah.
Hee hee.
I'm with you there. But, so
Who
who's
wants to
going to
go
argue
first?
Me?
I mean, I guess
Okay,
I got to
go
go
ahead,
first.
go
I went
ahead.
first. All right, guys, let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
The end. Okay,
Good
so
story.
Panty is a good character because she's funny.
She's a funnier
Okay,
character.
let me
than we've ever
rephrase
had.
that. Penny is the I can't say that either.
It's the ideal male body.
Kicks
Sorry.
ass. She kicks ass. She kicks more ass.
And most importantly...
She's an angel, so she can't get any STDs. I'm
Oh, yeah.
assuming?
Yeah, she is an angel. That's
Maybe.
important.
Yeah, that's important. So she has wings
you an
somewhere. She has a
angel?
cool transformation.
Pino's an angel.
Are you prequel memeing with me right now?
Yeah, the show did it.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, little Annie.
Little Annie.
Anyways, she takes names, you know. She might not have the best hygiene in her room. She may not treat others with respect. She may
Unlike-
not, but she works out. you know?
Unlike
She's not-
Panty, I respect women.
I believe in equal rights.
Equality.
Anyways, she's blonde. That works too. When she transforms, she loses whatever squareness she had and becomes very silky smooth.
Yeah.
Thighs.
I wouldn't have to worry about thinking she's cheating on me because she
Yeah.
is.
There's
She is.
without a doubt.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, so that's that checkmate.
I want to say one thing.
I think I know what it is.
What is it then? Tell me.
That's exactly what I thought. That's the next thing you were gonna say.
Nani? Panty is an okay character, I guess.
She grew and then reverted.
Yeah, well, Pino, you're still not going to be her first.
Every
so-
episode's based on a finish.
I mean, but at least I'm not her last.
You might be. You could kill her.
No,
Why would you do that?
that goes against my duties as a man.
Oh, you said duty. Anyway, Panty's an okay character, but not the best character.
Yeah.
She got square feet.
Yeah.
They
Just
all
like
have
in
square
Ichijo.
feet.
They got square feet.
But this time you actually see him.
Yeah, but this time you see her toes and you're like, no thanks.
Chuck, hater of toes.
Chuck, that's my Dark Souls title.
Did you call me?
Chuck, hater
me.
of toes. That wasn't a good joke, but
Well,
okay.
I was trying to think of a follow-up, and I almost had something, but I lost it. I was gonna say, was
Anyway,
it
your
you
turn.
who sucked the toes of awakening? But then I decided not
Oh
to
my
say
god. Oh. And then you said it regardless. Stop it. Go say who you talk
it.
about.
So, skinny knee socks. They're demons. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We've all played
They're-
Doom.
they're red.
We love demons.
They're red. Yeah, one of them's a little redder than the other. Though,
Yeah, one of 'em
according to
blushes.
them.
Exactly.
A
And
lot.
that's honestly just the best. You know?
I do like their hair. Their hair
I
is
do
very
like
nice.
I like that they have rules. I like that they fight by the book. But I like their transformations as well.
Yes.
Uh,
We only see it
It
once.
was nice to
though,
have recurring
sadly.
antagonists instead of just a different one.
I
Yeah,
don't have
that-
anything bad to say about.
I feel that the show got better with the recurring antagonists. Like once they were
Significantly.
in there, even if they weren't like the biggest impacts to the story, they were still like familiar faces, and you're like, yeah, they're
Most
there.
of the episodes with
but-
them are better than if they hadn't had them.
Yes, absolutely, and they're good, but they also stole a boy, and I'm not about that.
a boy.
They stole a
took
child.
him.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know if he's a teenager at the least. That's what the wiki said.
boy.
Have a boy.
But yeah,
Any.
I mean, they are demons. I mean, what do you expect? I'm
I-
going to follow the rules.
Well,
but
they have rules.
they have their own rules. That's the
I'm
thing.
gonna
They don't-
write my own rules
they
to
don't-
say
they-
that demons can't.
Do I
be
need
bad.
to read? Do I need to read the beginning episode again? Do you?
Yeah.
This is a place between heaven and earth, or heaven and hell. Sorry, but it's not earth. Something between.
oh yeah, that's right.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Pino. Very cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm here all week.
Scanty and knee socks are better than Panty and Stockings, but they're still not the
Yeah,
best.
I would really.
Because they're red and they got
I would
horns.
like
Dude, they
if
got horns.
if
Horns are pretty tight.
If there was a
Oh,
season
boy.
2, I think it would be for the best to make it primarily about Scanty and knee socks and make them the
Yes.
protagonists.
Looking for Panty and Stockings.
and yes, make Stalking the antagonist for that season. I think that would be a very fun way to go about it, but that's never going to happen, and no one is
No,
ever going to
because
hear
Gynex hasn't made anything in a hot
Yeah.
second.
It's not Gynax anymore, right? It's
Well, Gynex still exists.
Yeah.
in our hearts.
I don't know if they still own
Well,
the rights,
'cause-
but I guess they probably do.
Well, the last thing they made was in 2016, I think.
It's 2019.
I know.
We don't think about Gynax anymore.
Well, there's a movie I think coming out in 2023.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Well, one coming out in 2020, 2023, and 2026. So, yikes, Chief. They're doing a lot of nothing. Anyway, the real character, the real good character, well, that's Garterbelt. You know why? Because he's got an afro. He's a funnier character than we've ever had. He's the key to this all. He's immortal. He yells a lot. So we'll match in our yelling
So
contest.
is he an angel too?
No,
No,
he's
he's
Or
immortal.
immortal.
he's just some
Yeah,
other...
he did a shit ton of cocaine and then became
Okay.
immortal.
You know, it's like Keith Richards. I get it.
I don't know. He
I
keeps
see.
too many secrets from us. That's another mark of a bad relationship. You can't trust someone who hides basically.
Sometimes
almost
you got to
everything.
deal with your own demons, man.
I mean, he's got like an entire room that we could use for the TV and the couch and the refrigerator and the other things.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah,
use it?
but there's
Expand
traps
the
down there.
horizons.
Yeah.
You remove them. He put them in
No,
there. You
no,
can
I
think
take them
those were
out.
there.
No,
before.
I don't want to
Put them on the lawn.
No, I don't want to put them on
can't,
the lawn.
like-
Wait. Everyone
Put 'em- okay,
stop.
look.
Everyone
No.
stop.
Put
Why
them
are
on the
we-
lawn. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Put them on the lawn.
Why?
To keep everyone else out.
Why?
I mean, they all complain about Nerd Boy. Just put traps out
No,
there.
Nerd Boy's a good friend.
Wouldn't didn't sound that way for the
Garterbelt-
first 13
Garterbelt,
episodes.
in brief, are good friends. He called him when he was having a party about his afro, and he congratulated him for having a good afro. Therefore,
I don't
best
think
friends.
their,
Checkmate.
Their,
Oh,
their
bam.
first
Oh,
meeting,
bam.
their
Yeah,
first meeting
yeah.
wasn't very friendly. There was some
Well, yeah.
foul play
Pino,
in the area.
Pino, when I first met you, didn't I call you ugly and then left? Checkmate.
I'd be hard pressed to
Now
argue with
we're
you.
best
I
friends.
am ugly.
Now we're best. Sad news. Just kidding. Pino's the most attractive character we've ever had.
It's true.
That's false. I have a voice for radio.
You say that every episode.
You're
Say it incorrect too.
You s-
a
anyway.
race for Fadio.
Oh, does anyone want to attack Garterbelt?
No, Garterbelt's
before I leave.
objectively the
I'm
best
already
character.
attacking him. Why must he hide himself as Master G? Why didn't you pick Master G?
No, because who's Master G? I don't know who he is.
Sounds kind of annoying.
I don't know
though.
who that is.
Seems like he'd complain if you use his credit card.
He sounds familiar, but I don't know.
He got arrested. He's got what? This man gets arrested.
He's
a man of the cloth.
He is the man of the cloth. He's very important. He respects God, but also says fuck God sometimes, and that's okay. Sometimes you feel bad, and you're like, you got to take it out on someone.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, he's objectively the best character. There's no
Anyway.
No, I agree with the community. It's Nissan. only Nissan.
Even though we picked a different character. Anyway, if you want to tell us about us, email the funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com or contact at funkyanimePodcast.com.
Yep.
And guess what? We got an email. Woo! We did
Bum,
it.
bum, 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 bum.
So this one is from Sadie saying, "Hoy, I love your
Hoy.
podcast. I laugh so hard I die." And so obviously I had to
I'm sorry
respond.
for
I
your
said,
loss.
"I am sad to hear of your passing, but also very happy to hear that you enjoy our content. Have fun in the afterlife." Chuck.
That's where they send him. They send her to Datenville.
Yeah, she's in Datenville right now, and then she responded from Datenville, obviously. "Oh my God, Chuck, lol, yeah, this is just an anime I hope you can do in the future. It's called The Dragon Prince. I know it sounds stupid, but yee, Sadie.
Dragon Prince. That sounds pretty interesting.
It's on Netflix, so check it
I'd
out
be
if you
down-
want to. I've looked
be down
into
to
it.
watch
It's pretty interesting. And then also, in a different email, Sadie said,
What?
"We're pineapple,
emails?
pineapple, centipede at."
I
See, so the other ones I could kind of get. This one,
I think that's
this one-
referring to me. That one time I ate a
Point-
pineapple ages ago.
what?
Pineapple? It's,
On a pineapple cake.
well, I want. This is an outreach to the community now. If you think you can decipher this code, it's we're pineapple, POINAPLE, and then pineapple dash, Senipi SENIPI at with 3 question marks. If you can decode that, please email us at funkyanimetopodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that is funkyanimetopodcast@gmail.com or contact at funkyanimetopodcast.com.
Thank you very much for the
Otaku.
area.
Yeah.
I said otaku.
We're
They're
actually
otaku hieroglyphs.
Thank you for including my culture, but please, my culture is not your lunch.
Yeah,
okay?
Sadie, thank you.
I think about
Thank you.
tacos more
No,
than I
I'm
think
at
about
Garb.
otakus.
No. But, Sadie,
thank you for the email.
Thank you for emailing. It really made my day.
Guys,
it was a lot of...
Shout outs
Did
to
I-
Sadie.
Yeah, Sadie,
Shout
thank
outs
you.
to God
Yeah, God.
for
God is our...
being on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our minor character tier, where you get a shout out from one of us, and that was Garb. So you're welcome, God.
Nice.
Yeah. Do we do any other?
Well, no, because
Okay.
that's the.
I wasn't sure.
But if yeah, so if you want to
I'm
get
gonna
shout
give
out,
Sadie the benefit of the doubt. She was just tired and typed. She typed.
I forget the
Pineapple.
rules.
the rules,
But yeah.
the rules are you should subscribe to our Patreon.
Everybody knows the rules.
Anyways, what's miscellaneous? Do we got anything to talk about that isn't talked about?
Yeah, sure, yeah. So you know,
If you guys have got something,
we can label this. We're starting to define what makes a Garb show, right? This
Yes.
is probably one of the top picks.
This
of
is my
what-
arc.
This is one of the top Garb shows. I will say, other than Black Lagoon, which was heavily filled with profanities and
What's your
adult.
profanity?
Oh, I'm
it
sorry.
was too dreary.
A lot of dark and edgy and a lot of vulgarities. Usually I'm not about that life. I'm more of a chill guy. I'm more of like let's pick up some balls and not try to drown in water, you know. Or Pollo, you know, Pollo.
Pollo.
Thank you for getting the reference. But yeah, so I remember like my experience watching through this week. That first episode was such a really it was a ginormous slap in the face. I was in awe of how much words,
How raunchy it is.
there we go, how raunchy it was, and I was just like, oh my, this is
Raunchy is the word of the day.
guys. It's me from Sesame Street. Raunchy is the word. It's Oscar the Raunch.
I feel that the profanity was toned down a little bit as the show went on, and that's when I was enjoying it more. I don't have a problem with profanity and shit like that, but for me it didn't land most of the time. When it's like bam 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 bam, I'm like fucking okay.
Stop.
I guess.
The only times I ever curse that much is if I'm like legitimately like headache induced in anger.
Yeah.
I most likely like to. I stray away from trying to speak too much like that. I'm not. Though I watch an anime about pirates, I do not speak pirate language. Okay?
No, pirates are very polite.
They're not.
Everybody
they're
knows.
nice. Everybody knows that pirates.
They don't pillage. They don't rape. Nothing like that.
I watched Pirates of the
then
Caribbean. They
Uncharted
didn't
4
swear
lied to me.
once.
Uncharted 4 lied to me.
And in any of the
Curse you,
Pirates,
Nathan Drake.
guys, in Pirates of the Caribbean, none of the pirates swore. So checkmate. Pirates
That's
are nice.
true. You're right. You got
Johnny
it there.
Depp.
Johnny Depp didn't
Hello
swear.
there,
Very
darling.
good pirate.
He's kind
Hello
of
there,
Johnny
darling.
Depp's kind of risky though, so don't look into that.
I mean, they got to put it in Kingdom Hearts, so, you know, they can't really.
More like
swear.
Kingdom
they
Farts.
they planned it ever since the movie came out. They're like, this movie character will be in our second and third game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we made him for. But yeah, no, like that's why I usually don't watch shows. Like I caught on to South Park later on.
Yeah.
I caught on to like a lot of stuff later on in my life. But you know, at the beginning, I didn't think I was gonna like this show as much as I did. Maybe it was just the shock factor. Maybe it was the WTF factor. Maybe it's because the
Maybe it
art
was
was
all of
funny. It was. Maybe I just was dehydrated. Who knows?
Yeah. Drink some water next time.
Yeah, I don't have any water with me right now.
Here,
but
let me pour some through the computer.
Oh God, no! This is gonna be the worst bit in the
Okay,
world.
ready?
This is just like when Pino kicked his computer.
Yeah, but this is not gonna happen twice, is it?
You don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Most of the profanity just landed flat for me. Like it felt like kind of the equivalent to, I guess, Sausage Party, the animated movie from I think 2016, where it was being profane. It was profanity for the sake of profanity. It wasn't to further anything. It was
Hey, look at me, I'm a wiener.
yeah,
Felt
exactly.
Like
it was
the
like
only
it was
the only time it really had an impact is when Garter Belt
well, yeah.
cursed.
It is very much a thing where they were swearing for the sake of a cartoon swearing. That's that was what I got for the first couple.
It's very well
episodes.
put.
There was not
ever
a lot
watch, You ever see that picture of the Dover boys? They're in shock.
of yes.
That's how I felt every episode. I was like,
the Dover boys. Those goddamn
Curse
Dover
those Dover boys.
They drive me to drink.
That's the best part.
But yeah, it's. But once they like toned it back a little bit, and you know they still had profanity and shit in it, but I felt that
They're better
it
about
wasn't-
using it.
It wasn't in your face as much. Like yeah, they swear, but like that's just part of their characters. It's not.
That's not all I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
There
a
was-
good way to put it. Is it's part of the character. What were you saying, Pino?
There's a lot more than swearing.
Well,
going
yeah,
on in this world.
there's a lot of sexual stuff too. That was. I didn't think
Very
as
interesting.
bad as a lot of like the innuendo swearing things, because those
Yeah.
were. Those like felt a lot more out of place and forced, and like you know, the sex stuff is like you know,
It's kind of expected,
I guess.
because you know.
I wouldn't say it's expected. I'm just
I mean,
saying.
I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lie. I didn't expect it, but I did expect it at the end of the Back to the Future 3
Yeah.
episode. I was like, yeah, there's no way this is just gonna stay that way. I'm just, and then the little shadow in the background. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it wasn't as intrusive. I felt like to my experience because it was more woven into the characters and story a little bit as
Yeah.
not as much as the just you know, look at me, I'm saying fiddle with testicles. Isn't that funny? Don't you guys think that's funny?
Isn't that funny?
Guys, don't you think that's funny? Isn't that so random?
don't forget to
Walls to
subscribe.
Don't make
Rar
sure to
XD.
hit that bell, subscribe, and
And
like.
if you don't, I'm
Smash
going
the
to a
motherfucking
whoa.
I'm going to a whoa. Please, one like equals one prayer. For one like
Oh, no,
equals
you
one
made
fuck
him
for
cry.
panty.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm
I
not
don't have anything
okay.
else to talk about.
I'm not saying.
Oh boy.
I am not saying that Panty is a good example of an anime protagonist,
I would say
But-
she is.
but I'm saying that I would befriend her to a certain extent.
So you're saying that you are brief.
I am not saying that I would consent to what Brief did to my own expressions, but I will say, at a given time,
That you would.
I would not.
Sure.
I am 100%
Who's on first?
in the positives.
What's
Who's
on
on
second?
first?
What's
No, no.
but what's
who?
on third?
Who?
No, I don't know who's on third.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
All right, so
We're
I'm-
fucking stupid.
I am not saying that whoever was second was not first. But as long as it's not third,
Pino, my
it's
fucking
not
brain
first.
isn't that smart. Don't
He just
do
half
this to me.
A-pressed us. Like, he just used such a big brain.
He went to another QPU, dude.
but what if I told you that the distance that Panty shoots isn't necessarily equal to the amount of men she screwed during this entire 13
Guys, the show
episodes?
is good.
Guys, this is
Yeah.
a fun show.
It was okay.
Anything else? Any final statements?
Hey, oh, I know. Are we gonna rate the show this time?
What's that?
No, well, of course we rate
What's-
every show.
Oh,
When
you're
did we
right.
start
I'm
doing
sorry. It
ratings?
must have been a nightmare I had.
We rated the show. Remember when we had an ironic scale for the first
We
episode?
panty rated it. I'm gonna panty
You're
rate
gonna
this
miss
as
out-
a grandma's
I'm gonna-
panty raid
You're-
out of 5.
You're
Can
gonna
I
miss out on
reboot?
the panty raid.
How we do ratings?
You mean rating girls
Can we reboot them?
for their underwear?
Yes.
From here on out,
Uh-huh.
all my ratings are based on how much I would recommend it to someone else.
Guys, I'm gonna.
I'm
rate...
not saying my rating will be an allusion to how much I would like to befriend certain characters, but I'm saying
Befriend,
that I would most likely do
befriend
their laundry.
meaning something else, and doing their laundry also being an
No, it's
innuendo.
just it's a casual handshake
Yeah, what does handshake stand
and
for?
a casual bow.
What's the
Handshake
symbolism?
stands for "Hi, am shaking your hand."
What's that mean?
It means I am using my limbs that I was blessed by the heavens above. I am putting it out towards another human with hands, and I am just
I give
moving
it
my
a
arms up and down.
3.8.
I'm. A 3 point what? I couldn't hear.
3.8.
3.8. I guess.
Based on
Any reason
just
why?
because I'm not going to give it all the way up to a 4 because it is very vulgar and it makes it much harder to recommend to someone just in general. Whereas something like, I don't know, Mid and Abyss, I could recommend to anyone. You know, if they can handle a little bit of gore. You know.
I feel like your rating should just be rating the show because we've done that every episode.
Yeah,
I mean, he is rating
That's
the show,
what my rating is.
I'm gonna rate your show.
It's all of
Good.
them.
That was okay. Pino.
All right,
Who
so
are you?
I'm not saying I'm giving this a 5.
You better
but
not
I'm
fucking
not
give
saying
it a 5.
I'm giving this
dumb
a 0 either. So again, like I mentioned before, it's most certainly not my usual cup of tea. This was more of like, is there raspberry in here? I'm not a big fan of raspberry. But when I tried this specific tea,
It was the way that
surprised.
the raspberry mixed with the other
and then
flavors.
wait. Well, hold on.
Shut
I
up.
threw
it's
out
his
the raspberry
analogy.
tea and then picked up ginger tea, just straight up ginger tea, and I was like, oh, I'm not feeling this one either. Take a little sip, and then I ended up enjoying it a little more
Chuck?
than I expected.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He's drinking tea.
So I actually give this show about the same rating, a 3.8. Yeah, I'll give it a
All right.
3.8 as well.
So the same rating,
No, it's just
not
No,
about the same rating. It's
no. But there's a plus sign
Yeah.
on
okay. 38
before
plus
the 3.
No,
so
at
you
the
know, like giving it
start,
an A
yeah.
plus. You know.
at the start. So
Yeah.
you're just adding.
Yeah, but
Why?
it just is
No.
a plus.
You know, when there's a plus, it's always a little better than just the regular. I mean, like an A plus is better than
Yeah,
an A.
so it's a
Let's-
high
let's be real.
38 or 3.8.
Yeah,
It's a high 3.8.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a 38 out of 500.
I give it that. I give it that again. A lot of vulgarity, a lot of raunchiness. Again, not my cup of tea, but for some reason it
Yeah.
meshed pretty well. Characters are very designed very nicely. A lot of the episodes make me giggle. A lot of references for all you,
Lots of pop culture.
all you achievement hunters out
Achievement Hunter. Wow, man.
Hey guys, it's me.
Do you think we could get on Rooster Teeth?
Honestly, that's out of everything that we've said before about trying to get on, that might be the most plausible out of everything.
It's kind of true, yeah.
But that's still not plausible.
Yeah, I would say continue, but you guys don't watch continue.
No, I've watched one episode.
I haven't seen a whole lot, but I have enjoyed what I've seen.
I have
Continue is just
They're good boys.
Is where I get a lot of my. They make me laugh.
See, I like my Vincent Vine Saucent. He's my primary background noise guy.
Whom's to do?
Ironically, I watch a lot of Achievement Hunters. So. Hey, gamers, we game anyway.
What's up,
I'm gonna
gamers?
give this. Okay, don't say that. I'm gonna rank this one a 2.9.
That's
for the first.
You're rating this the same amount as the One Piece.
Yeah, better than Golden Time though. So
well,
Yeah, what'd you give Golden Time again? I forgot.
2.8. But I feel that this show, beyond probably, like I said before, the last third of the show is great. I enjoyed that more than the other, but I can't excuse the first 2/3. And there was voice acting was good, music was good, but the animation is a huge stickler for me. I feel that if there was just a little bit more push towards it, I feel it could be a lot better. It would. And if there was a bit more focus on those first couple episodes and they weren't as episodic, like I don't have anything wrong with episodic shows. Like Monster of the Week stuff is great.
But
I love that stuff. But you need to have.
Well, I think it's the last third was so much better that clearly they do that more effectively.
Yeah. Yeah, Gynax especially as a show as a company does a lot better when you have an overarching story.
Yeah.
I know that.
The hell is an what the hell is an enemy of the week?
Well, the thing, stand of the week. Have you ever read JoJo Part 3? That shit's
I watched One Piece. We have
One
the
Piece-
enemy of the years.
Yeah, exactly. Enemy of the Arc, which is 3 years in time. But I just think that there was a lot to be improved, but there were still some standout parts about it, and it was especially unique. And that was a thing that I did actually enjoy because it is so different, per se. Because it's
they do some creative stuff.
Yeah, especially with the changing styles, I really amend them for that because I love that sort of stuff, especially with things like Chowder. They did a lot of that when they were airing that show. on Cartoon Network, and
I mean, they did take the moon.
and they took the sun.
Yeah.
It was. I just enjoy that a lot more, and I feel that it had a lot of potential, but it didn't live up to some of that.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's just how it'd be.
Well, guys, do we have anything else?
I have the episodes who we're watching next week.
What are we watching next week?
We are actually watching Euro Camp, which is.
Oh, but I'm going camping next week.
Well, guess what? You better watch it there because Eurocamp's all about anime girls going camping and doing their best, which obviously
That was a bit.
is a. Hey, Pino.
I don't go camping. I'm Hispanic.
Pino, I don't have situational awareness.
Guys, did we bring bug spray?
No. Bugs don't bite me.
What?
Yeah, but Bugs Bunny
Do you
does.
just only eat garlic?
I only eat
that's
everything but
vampires.
garlic.
Wait, what? What did you say?
How about you?
Wario Cloud Forts McGarlic.
Anyway,
You mean King of Second Banana?
so yeah, that was the episode. We're watching Eurocamp next episode, and I would actually recommend you to watch it. It's only 12 episodes. Came out last year. Very excited to watch it. It's the polar opposite of Panty and Stocking. So if
Yeah.
you didn't like that, watch that instead. You're gonna get fucking whiplash.
I can't loot
homie.
anybody. I mean, what?
Anyway, outro us.
So, I've finally left the bathroom. Chuck is allowed in
Congrats.
now. He's...
Yes!
We've swapped places a while ago, but we weren't very vocal about it. You can hear what Chuck's up to. Chuck, care to say something funny?
He's just ripping open a bag of chips.
Dude, I gotta eat. I love the salty stuff.
And then there's Pino, who's outside the door, continuing his conversation
God,
with
I'm-
Chuck.
Thank God. I don't think there's chips in there, Chuck boy.
Pino, that static through the door is really messing up your frequency when I'm talking to you.
This is how better, my friends.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. I think that worked.
Guys, please...
What are you doing? You just what'd you do? You just left the bathroom? Is that it?
Yeah, I left so that I could outro.
So you could write your wrongs.
So I could outro. I didn't wrong any wrongs to write them.
You. I'm gonna write you in my death note.
Guys, please, Patreon.
Guys, please Patreon. Very, very good. That's the type
I'm
of
a-
guerrilla marketing
I'm
that
a
I
very
like
good
to
salesman, as you can tell. Definitely no irony in there.
hear. Dude, you gotta get your iron, or else you'll have an iron deficiency.
If you do enjoy this, then I actually would recommend following us on social media, like Twitter, because we post little funny ha-has and so on, and we'll be eager to interact if you so choose.
And also,
There's the email.
Also, on the Patreon, you'll actually get, if you are on our top tier, our $10 a month tier, you actually get the podcast before anyone else. Whenever it's done, you get it immediately. So, if you like hearing our voices and you can't get enough, why? I don't know why you would, but yeah, if you want to hear us early,
We may be able to do special content for it. I don't know. You
maybe
know,
there's a
but
chance.
it depends. We're gauging interest here. So
We're gamers.
please send us an email. FunkyAnimePodcast
Yes,
at
please. I'm
gmail.com.
lonely.
Guys,
Thank
shout outs
you
to God.
for listening. Shout outs to God. He's a man.
He's a boy.
And
Stay
have a
fapping,
boy.
guys.
Anyway, yeah, stay fapping and make sure to call your mom.
Yeah.
She misses
Yeah,
you.
she loves you.
She does. Make sure to tell her that fat
And I
sent
love
you.
Pino.
I think Pino died.
He's gone. I'll miss him.
I'll miss him too.
Pino.
He probably kicked his computer again.
Thought I'd let you get that chance.
The Funky Anime Podcast is a program made by Upchucked, Garblax, and Pino Plane. You can find Upchucked as Upchucked on YouTube or Upchucked Gaming on Twitter. You can find Garblax with Garblax on Twitch, or you can find him Garblax on Twitter. You can find Pino Plane on Twitter, Pino Plane 2, and you can find the Funky Anime Podcast itself on Twitter at 3Weebros. And you can find us on YouTube through A-Weebros, or just look up Funky Anime Podcast. You'll find us anywhere. It is edited and produced by Garblax and Upchuck. Moral support by Pino Plan. And I want to just thank you all for listening. You can rate us on iTunes. Anything like that is wonderful. And you can email us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.